Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. Thank you for returning to my channel. I want to wish everybody a happy Easter. If you're a reseller or just, hard worker, anyone in general, I hope that you've had a chance for this weekend to rest, to relax. It's a good opportunity whether you celebrate Easter as a holiday or as a tradition, or I hope you had fun with that. Today, I'm going to go over a few sales and then a few thrift hauls. Starting out this week, I'll say sales have been decreasing. I've been doing all the things that we see to try to boost the channel, unlisting items, relisting items, fixing and correcting titles, running large sales on items that I'm trying to liquidate. I've been doing that now for several weeks, probably about a month and a half. This weekend, I've had pretty steady sales. I packed up about, I think, 5 items yesterday morning, probably a total of 10, like between Friday evening and Saturday morning. And then yesterday afternoon, between Saturday morning and Saturday afternoon, I had 2 or 3 sales that I packed up. And then yesterday evening, between yesterday evening and this morning, I've had about 4 sales on my store. The wife has had a couple sales on her store. So still fairly consistent. Nothing huge though. The first item that I sold here is a Adidas tennis hat. It's a soft top hat, tie-dyed, used, has a few markings, but a fairly rare hat. This model came out in 2 or 3 colors. It's also, even though it has some wear to it, it was still kind of in an unused fashion, had the original sticker. I thought it was Y2K, but it's not. But still something that I'm pretty sure they don't produce anymore. And I think I took an offer for about $8. I'm just trying to get rid of it, liquidate hats. I have way too many hats. Sold this for $8. It came from a mystery box of hats, which I do pretty well on those mystery boxes because you get about 20 hats in the box, and I've sold several from that lot. Next thing up here was some Brooks Levitate shoes. These are a little bit older. We sourced these from a display case at a local help store, but they kind of, you can tell by like the smell and the and everything that they were in probably grandma's closet somewhere. So these went for probably close to $20 to $25. I think we're into them for maybe about 10, but they're on really nice condition. They also have like a cool shine to them. We wear Brooks, and I've really never seen any with like a holographic outsole. So that's one of the reasons we picked those up. Sold a bikini bottom, a pretty popular, obviously, item right now with spring break going on, summer coming in. And then have a salt and pepper shakers. This is a mermaid, sourced from well, they're from Cracker Barrel. We couldn't remember if we bought them or if we found them somewhere, but definitely a pretty good sale for about $10, I think, for that. So another summer themed item. Mermaids are pretty popular in condos. A lot of times I'll put B&B in my title, or condo in my title, or condo decor somewhere in the listing where it's noticeable. So that's kind of it for the sales that we'll be packing up for today. But I'll start here with our sourcing for this weekend. The wife, of course, she was off on Friday. I wasn't. I still had to work, and she was out thrifting, sending me pictures, and I'm like, stop sending me pictures, I'm still working. But she went to a couple of sales. One sale she went to and found a lot of video games. And it seemed like we probably weren't going to get a deal at first, but she's pretty good at wheeling and dealing. She made a deal here, and we got 14, so you can see that, 14 Xbox One games for 30 bucks, and they jumped on the first offer, so I was like, crap, we should have said 25. But I'll run through these real quick. You got Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. It's probably $12 to $15 game. 2 games here that didn't have a cover, and this one actually had the plastic torn off. Minecraft Mahjong, but it's a different game. It doesn't actually say Minecraft on it. I guess it's a game. I'm gonna have to. I'll test them anyway. Halo 5, 10 bucks. This is the second one. This is Minecraft Season 2 Story Mode, a Telltale series. So Minecraft usually does well, even though it has a case, but of course it's the plastic got ripped off and there's no cover. I know I could replace that. There's a site to do that, so I may look at that, but it's not a big deal. If you do replace the covers of a video game, what I do, I'll put it on a digital file like a stick, and I'll carry it into my local Office Depot, and they'll do a high definition printout on cardstock. Then I have a paper cutter where I can cut the edges perfect, and then it'll actually be, you know, a more realistic cover back in the game. And that's similar to what they do at the video game stores if they don't have a cover. RBI 18 baseball. I typically don't pick up baseball games. I don't pick up a lot of sports games because not a lot of them are worth much, but Xbox One is still popular. Baseball season, of course, opening day was Friday, so I got RBI Baseball 1, and then the next 4 here are Maddens. I didn't know this on the phone, but I told her go ahead and pick up Maddens because it's Xbox One. It's, you know, they're still probably a good chance that I could sell them. But then when I got them, I realized these are all the good Maddens because of the people on the cover. So we got Madden 22, Brady and Mahomes. Madden 20, Mahomes. Very good copy there. Madden 21 with Lamar Jackson. Pretty sure I think that was his MVP year. Madden 23, of course, with Madden on the cover in honor of his death. So all 4 of those Madden games are definitely higher priced games. And then the rest of these, I just said any game that's not sports is usually good. So I got Ark, Survival Evolved, Elder Scrolls, Skyrim, pretty good game. Just Cause 3. This one, Battleborn, requires internet. Most all of them do. So for every kind of badass. Hey, that sounds good. I went to 2 yard sales on my lunch break on Friday. One was a family friend up the street they own a storage unit complex, and they have yard sales every 2 to 3 months with, I guess, some items that, you know, they get from that storage unit. But I got another one of these, cheese slicer. If you saw in my video a few weeks ago where we went to the Goodwill bins and I found a made in Taiwan cheese slicer, and at the end of that video when I was looking at it, I said, you know, that doesn't look like good quality. Maybe I shouldn't have picked that up, and I just tossed it in the bag. Well, I listed that the next day and it sold in about 5 hours for about $10. When I go to that guy's sale, he does a bundle, and I had like a Kindle tablet, which I'm not sure that it worked. I had this cheese slicer, I had some solar eclipse glasses, which that's a hot item right now. I'm actually not going to sell them. An older Bible reference book, I got all that for about 10 bucks. I think there was a couple other little things in there. Second yard sale, this guy's been opening up, doing yard sales the last 2 or 3 weeks. It's a motorcycle repair shop. I saw where my friend had gone up there and bought some Harley Davidson repair manuals, which I didn't have a lot of experience with, but I did see they were a pretty good sell-through rate. And I went into his shop, and at first I was looking at tools, and I bought some tools to help me fix my truck last week, and spent about 40 bucks, but they were like heavy-duty Craftsman, like half-inch long ratchets. They sell for what I bought for 40 bucks. I could easily flip for probably about $120. But I most likely will keep them. Well, I went back Friday and just said, hey, do you have any more manuals? Because that day I didn't buy any manuals. I seen them in a tote, but I let my buddy know, and he went up and got them and said that he may have some more. So I went up to him, and he said, no. He said, I actually put all the manuals. He said, I had 15 manuals left. He said, I put them on Facebook Marketplace this morning, and some guy come up and bought them from me for $30 each. I was really hoping to get my hands on some of them. Well, he actually was looking around, and he goes, oh, hang on a minute. And he said, you got a $20 bill on you? Yeah, I do. And he dug to the bottom of the stack, had a big old stack of books there, things he was still using. And at the bottom of the stack, he come up with this repair manual, 1999 FLT models, Harley Davidson. The binding is cracked in the center, but that's typical for these thick repair manuals because, you know, you got to open them up. You can't, you know, if you're repairing something, you got to have it laid out. But this is used, got some grease stains on it. I think that just gives it a little bit of character. I have this listed for $85. It typically sells between $75 and $99, but I don't mind waiting. It sells for $100 very often, and the last time it sold for about $99 plus shipping, about $7 to ship that. So that was the first day of sourcing. My wife went to a yard sale before I got off work that had a lot of tables laid out in the pictures, had some sports jerseys. She picked up a few CDs for me, and then she came home and said, you need to go back and look because they had a lot of stuff. So we actually went, it was close to the house. We went back after I got off work and dug through hundreds of CDs, and I picked out a stack of about 30 of them. So I'm going to get up here in a minute and go in another room, and I'll show you some of that stuff and the things that we sourced yesterday. All right. I'm back here. Here is the rest of what we got for Friday. So I got a RG3 jersey. This is for kids. Kids jerseys still sell pretty good. These are the Eclipse glasses. Had a quarter on it. They're from the last Eclipse back in 2017. So some nostalgia there. Huge stack of CDs. And then I also have just a whole bag of CDs there. We had a deal on them. I offered 25, about 50 cents a piece for, I think 62 CDs. I invested in CDs a lot last year. Some of these need new cases and stuff like that, which is fine. I actually have a case of empty cases. That's just kind of standard with CDs. I also have a video you can check out a few weeks ago where I told you a real cheap way to source empty CD cases at the Goodwill. So you can go back and look and check that out. But some of these like motion pictures, like horror movies, Legend. Here's a Billy Joel. This one was kind of neat because I've never seen this before, and the CD's like flopping out. A little bit of scratches on it, but it'll play. This will come with a floppy disk, and you know, what's that, right? So I assume that there's probably some value in the fact that there's a floppy disk there. So picked up that. Power Rangers, that could be a nostalgia item for someone. That's actually a local artist that we somewhat know. Queen, Seal, and apparently he's popular. I don't know. Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. If y'all don't know what that is, that's Mark Wahlberg. While his brother was running around with the little boy band, Marky Mark made some rap music and was actually good, unlike the little boy band that his brother's in. Trick Daddy, Meatloaf, Armageddon soundtrack, something that looked like heavy metal. That cover just looks like it will sell. Dust to Dawn cult movie, Stabbing Westward, bunch of stuff, just like rock, heavy metal, some rap, TLC, Frog Stomp. I actually had another sale yesterday with several CDs in it that looked like they were German metal. I probably should have picked them up, and I was going to go back and I didn't. Kanye. So DC Talk sells pretty good. Got a couple of them. There's some stuff I can bundle up in here too, but those are good CDs. Got another This was the first stack from before I went back. Had a couple things in there, Quad City DJs for Space Jam. Another Fresh Prince, Pantera. It's a good one, 9 Inch Nails. Kid Rock, Cypress Hill. At that same sale, one of the kids there had a big stack of Pokemon cards and sleeves. Probably 50 sleeves full of them. These were all gold plated. And I really had never seen these before, but they were telling me that they were picking them up at Walmart a while back, that there were packs where all the cards in them were gold. And I thought, well, you know, I could probably take a chance on it if they're not, wasn't sure if they were real or fake. Like there's a Charizard. When you flip over this side, there's a lot of Pikachus, Pikachu and Zekrom, more Pico, Pikachu Mega Sably, Pikachu V. Somewhere in there, there's the Pikachu special delivery, which, you know, the real one's worth like $16,000, but there was obviously a reprint. But then I get here, and there's a whole page here of Charizard, M Charizard EX, Shining Charizard, 2 of those, Dracula Few, which is a version of Charizard, Charizard V, just all these different Charizards here, VMAX, 522 hit points. You flip it over, Charizards, Charizard GX, Charizards everywhere. Damn it. Charizards everywhere. More Charizards. Charizard VMAX 330. I use that on my online Pokemon game, which I should play more. And then, yeah, there's another stack of them somewhere. There's a Pikachu special delivery reprint. Anyhow, I kind of said, okay, what do you want for those? And she called the kid over. If you're a thrifter and you're going out yard selling and you ask someone what they want for an item and they say, let me ask my kids, that is a beautiful thing. She just said, what will I offer for them? And I said, how about $10? She screamed over the kid, we take $10 for all your Pokemon. And he's like, yeah, give me $10. So I didn't take them all. I took just these 3 sheets, and then I actually ended up giving them 15. And while I was driving out, I looked up a few of them, and these Charizards, almost all of these sell for about $4 to $10 a piece. So like this whole page right here is worth over $100. So not a bad pickup. That was all for Friday. I'm gonna rearrange some stuff and get back to you with Saturday's pickups. For our Saturday sales, first thing I'll show her are these McDonald's Thai Beanie Babies. I've pretty much learned my lesson not to ever grab Beanie Babies, but when I find these, I typically find them at about $2 a piece, and I sell them for about $4 to $5, just and plus shipping, usually about $4 shipping. So I got 14 of these, and they gave them to me for $1 each, and they're all sealed. Bags look good, so pretty good profit there, probably about $50 profit. And then at that same sale, they did have some sports cards, all in binders, but these were loose. It was mostly junk wax, but I found this Sammy Sosa rookie. That's kind of up and down, but usually get about $5 out of it. And then a second year Ken Griffey Jr.'s Upper Deck card. The case is kind of scratched up, but I'll pop that open and see. The card looks like it'll be pretty good inside of there, but that's another $5 card. And I have several Ken Griffey Jr. customers, both on Mercari and eBay. So I don't think I'll have any trouble selling them. And then I got talking with the person because this box was sitting there and it still has a $120 price tag on it for Harley shoes, boots, or like sneaker boots. And we got talking, and they said that they cleaned out storage units and that's kind of what all that they were doing. So then I just asked, well, what do you think on these boots, these shoes? And they said, I don't know, make an offer. And I always get in a spot because I know that they're going to be worth quite a bit. But I threw out $10 and they were good with that. So got these for $10. There's definitely some markings on the bottom, but I assume someone rode a motorcycle with them and that would be expected for used. They still sell new for about $165, so I'm going to try to get about $125 for that $10 purchase. And then later in the day on the other side of town, we went to a small estate sale, and I got a thermos bottle. This is the one that has the stand where you can stand it down. These usually sell for about 15 to 25 bucks. This is the silver one. I think I usually get a little bit more out of that one. And then another Aladdin thermos mug. Thermos mugs usually sell good. And this is the triangle shaped one. Found a bunch of these last year for 50 cents a piece at a yard sale, and I sold them for $30 each because this style or shape is kind of obsolete. I can't tell that this is an Aladdin, so I may not get that much money out of it, but I'm going to try. But it looks unbranded, but I'm hoping I'll still get a pretty good amount. They didn't want much for it, so I grabbed it. Then the next yard sale we went to, this sale popped up online on Facebook, and they had tables of everything that every reseller would ever want. Hundreds and hundreds of video games, game systems, military boxes. And then they said that they were storage unit pickers and they had just trucks loads of stuff and that they're going to do yard sales frequently. A lot of stuff had prices on it that were expensive, were more than what I would want as a reseller. So I kind of hesitated, and then finally I just kind of walked up and I asked the guy, I said, are the prices on the stickers, is that your price or was that just there? We picked these up from storage units from people that do flea markets and stuff. He said, those are not our prices. Just tell me what you want or bundle it together and I'll give you a deal. So the first bundle I took to him was 2 PS1 games, Soviet Strike, Special Ops. The military games usually get pretty good amount of money. I had a Monster High game. This is a Wii game with a slip cover. Monster High usually sells pretty good. And then these 3 games I've actually been looking for about 6 months because I have the Dance Revolution 2 game mat complete box. I got out of a mystery box, and I'm pretty sure the people that did the mystery box scanned the barcode and thought that this game was in the box, but it wasn't. So I kind of lost my tail on the mystery box, but I've been trying to pick up this game to complete that because then it's worth about $60 to $70. Well, now I got all 3. So I got these, and then this set here, I can probably bundle that together. But the guy gave me a $10 deal across the board for all these games. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games, $10. So a little under $2 a game. Not a bad deal. Heck of a lot cheaper than the Goodwill. So that's good. I think these PS1 games, I gotta test them, but they should play well. And then you had the Sega Genesis. Some people had passed on it. I hadn't been at this is actually the first video game I ever owned. I got in 1989. So I was kind of excited to see it. He said it wasn't tested, but he gave it to me for 15 bucks. Has the we made sure we had the right adapters and stuff for it. And then video game strategy guides. He said $1 a piece on the strategy guides. I picked up Ninja Turtles, $1 value, $15 profit. Set that one aside. Ready to Rumble Boxing 2, $1 cost, about a $15 sale. And Zelda, this is the holographic cover, Phantom Hourglass, $5 book. Only paid $1. These all had $5 price tags, so I wasn't sure, but yeah, paid $1. Sells for about $15. This one, Super Smash Brothers Brawl. I actually have this GameCube game that I need to. I've tested it several times. I've played it a lot. I probably need to get it resurfaced, which I'm gonna do soon. The game is worth about 200 bucks, but now I have the strategy guide, so I'm hoping I can bundle this up when I get ready to sell that game after I'm done playing it. I definitely will sell it though, because I paid way up for it. So if you're looking for that, just keep watching my store. But I do have the Smash Brothers Brawl on GameCube that I will bundle with this manual. And then I'll be right back. There was someone there as I was about to leave, and they were walking around with a golf club, and I happened to be talking with the guy, and I asked him, you know, hey, I see someone with a golf club. Do you have any more golf clubs laying around? He goes, yes, they're in my van. Hang on. And it took him a few minutes. He had his vehicle just stuffed full of things, because they were consistently bringing stuff over from another site, like a storage spot. And he let me know that he did have some golf clubs. So he come out with a whole handful of golf clubs. I picked up these two. This is a King Cobra F7. My living room is not a good spot to be playing around with golf clubs. I'm just going to throw that out there. But this is the adjustable loft. Has 2 or 3 other adjustment points on it. It's a little bit dirty, but I can clean that up. This one sells pretty consistently for 85 to 120 bucks. Just depends on how clean I can get it. And then the next one was another King Cobra, I guess from the same set. So King Cobra F7, just a fairway 3-4. So it's kind of a hybrid club. Looks like also has an adjustable loft with the other points in it. It's a little bit loose. He let me know I need to tighten up this, so I'm hoping that's not stripped out. But another club that is, being a hybrid, probably another 75 bucks if I can get it cleaned up. It does, of course, have some scratches, but yeah, not too bad of a job there. So yeah, I'll just have to take this apart, clean up all of these adjustment points, make sure that there's no funky dust in there that would prevent them from working. I gave him 30 bucks for both of those golf clubs. So out the door, I spent about $60 at that sale. I'm planning on keeping the Sega Genesis at least for a little while. I have a couple games I need to test. I got plenty of Wii's. I got more than one PS1. So, yeah, most of this other stuff will eventually go up for sale. So, back here in my Death Pile dungeon. So, pretty good weekend, especially for only 2 days. Not expecting a whole lot of thrifting today, being Easter Sunday. I feel like we made a lot of progress for just a couple hours on Friday and Saturday. But if you enjoyed this video, please hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know that you liked the video. Comment below some of the things that you like. Ring that bell so you get notified of future content. This is Andrew with Good Water Pickers, where we find what you love. Have a very happy Easter.